In this tutorial, I want you to see how the student's view is in ScootPad. You'll notice here that I'm signed in as a student. And in here, I can see everything looks very similar to the teachers. They have everything down the left-hand side, kind of like we do. But these are all the assignments and practices and tests that have been assigned to them, either by you or ScootPad. Now, you'll notice that I have a project in here. The adaptive math adaptive practice and the ELA adaptive practice, these all both come from their learning path, and you can see right here it says powered by your learning path. And so the students, this is where they go to get their learning path practice. Down here they have your assessments and assignments, and you can see the different assessments and assignments as we go through down here. And as we do this, you can they have due dates. The assessment has a due date and the assignment has a due date. If the students do not complete these by these due dates, they will fall off of the ScootPad for the students. So if I did not take this math assessment by November 21st, then it will fall off of the ScootPad for me and I won't be able to go back and complete it. So the students need to know that they will need to work on these things that have due dates before they come up here and they work on the learning path, because the learning path is kind of like their practice from what they're going through. The assessments or the assignments are what you are giving them if you choose to in your class. Let me click on a math assessment so you can kind of see what it looks like in ScootPad. It is nice because they are part type assessments. Here we go. This is multiplication properties in a post test. What they're going to do is they're going to click and drag and drop. And I'm just dragging and dropping. I'm not really solving these. But I can click and I can just drag and drop these where I think they belong. And then once I'm done, I click next. It says sorry, lets me know that I got that question wrong. Here's another kind of two-part question. Jack eats 3, and you can answer the questions. I'm just going to put some answers in here so you can kind of see. And then I'm going to click next. Again, wrong. And then there's another drag and drop. So you can see that the students can go through. If they don't know one, they can come up here and say skip it. So show you want to skip it. It tells them they can attempt it again at the end. And then here is another math assessment with a distributive property that they can go through and take. I'm going to exit. So that is an assessment. So you see how it helps with part. It gives them a different type that they're going to see instead of just A, B, C, or D. I'm going to go down here and choose an ELA assessment for you guys. I'm going to click on it. And it's nice because here we have part of our reading, and then it says rearrange the definitions to match each word from the text. So I can go through and click, drag, and drop. So it gives the students good part practice for dragging and dropping. That's how I think it should go. I'll just say next. Here's another question. Just going to say next. Obviously not a very good answer. Next. Here we go. We read this part. We come over here. Answer the question. Say next. So you can kind of get the idea of how the assessment goes, and it tells them right there whether or not they are correct or incorrect. I'm going to exit this because I just wanted you to see it. That is an assessment. Here is an assignment for math. You can see the assignment. They click on it. Here's their word problem that they would do. John's string is 2 times longer than Jake's. It took him 14 paper clips. How many fewer paper clips did it take? So they'll just answer the question. I'm just going to put the answer in. Yes, I got it right. So this is, and it's just a bunch, there are 20 questions here you can see on the math one, and they're all similar questions to give them good practice with that type of question. We'll go ahead and click exit for that one. You can see down here, there's an ELA assignment. I'm going to click on this ELA assignment and see, I can add commas to correct the sentence. I come down here and I just add commas in where I think the commas need to be. So it gives the kids some good practice. Say next. Sorry. It shows me what I did wrong. If a student doesn't understand something, they can go right here and watch a quick tutorial, and they play it, and it will play.
Let's take a look at how to use commas in a series. We should always use commas to separate the items in a series. That is, in a list of 3 or more things.
And so they can watch tutorials too, and these are only in the assignments. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. From the assignments, here is, I told you we had the learning paths. Here are the learning paths. They can click on it and click launch. And this just gives them practice from their learning path. You can see my learning path here is set on a lower grade. And so we can go through and we just add numbers up. Oh, totally wrong, but that's okay. It tells me I'm sorry. And let's go to my next question. And so it gives them practice, and these are coming from the learning path. So you can see that there are different types of questions from the assignments. The assignments are the same type of question over and over. The learning path pulls from different concepts, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and click exit. And that gives the students a little bit of view of what they're going to be looking at. Most of the time they're not going to have this many things here. They're typically going to have their math adaptive practice, their ELA adaptive practice from their learning path, maybe an assignment from you for math, um, or an assessment. Now, one thing is when the students are in different classes, because I know some of you have only your math, you teach all four teachers math, and when the students sign into your particular classroom, all they will see is the things that you assign. They will not see the things from other teachers' classrooms. So that is nice. So the students in your classroom only see what you have assigned. Here you can see this is like if I was a self-contained class where I was doing math and ELA, they would have all of them in here. I hope you enjoyed getting to see how the students look. They can also come up right here if they want to, and they can kind of tell you, how their status for the day, if they're going to be silly and different things. They like those little different things that you can see. The class wall, you can choose, the teachers, you can write notes to the class and they'll see right here on their class wall. So this is just a good way for you to see how things are in a child's ScootPad.